Hello traders and welcome back to my YouTube channel, IPDATrader. Now in today's video, we are going to be having a little bit of a chat about trading psychology, right? Trading psychology is a topic that not many traders like to focus on and not many traders enjoy, but is very, very important to your trading success, right? And it's the reason why you may be confused with trading at this point. So if you're actually confused with trading, you don't know if you should continue, should you quit, you're feeling overwhelmed and all that, then you might want to be watching this video because I'm going to be trying to address that situation over there, guys. Because once again, as I always tell you guys, you can trade support resistance, right? Very simple and easy concepts to understand and be extremely profitable doing that. Because it is not about your strategy, it is about your approach to the markets. That's what will determine if you're going to be part of that 5 to 10% of traders who actually consistently win, or you're going to be part of that majority of traders that actually fail in the markets. So I'm not going to be making this video too long or too fancy. We're just simply going to be having a chat about certain ideas regarding trading psychology. And I really hope that this video will provide you with some information, maybe some clarity, maybe some things that you were doing wrong or where you were going wrong and how to fix all of that. So with all that being said, guys, if this sounds like something you want to learn today, if this sounds like maybe this can help me out, I'm confused with trading, then you might want to be watching this video till the end, because once again, I'm going to be trying to provide you with value and information over here and not going to be wasting your time. I can guarantee you that. So with all that being said, guys, let's actually get started discussing some trading psychology ideas over here. So traders, I'm back on the drawing board as I usually like to do in this channel when we're talking about certain things. And as we said before, guys, we're just simply going to be addressing the idea of, hey, I am very confused with trading. What should I do? Right? This is a very common theme nowadays with plenty of traders that feel lost, feel confused, don't know who to trust, what approach to take, and how to move really forward, right? Which at the end of the day should be your goal when you're trying to trade the markets and being a successful trader. So let's actually start talking about certain ideas over here. And the first thing that I want you to understand is that it is normal, okay? It is okay for you to feel overwhelmed in certain situations, feel like you're trying your best and still not seeing results. It is okay. It is part of growth, okay? It is part of what you're doing. It is your framework. So what you actually need to do in those cases is actually be as self-aware as you can be and actually take a step back and reevaluate, sorry. So if you're confused, guys, if you don't know how to approach trading, just take a step back and reevaluate what you've been doing with your trading, right? And why results are not coming in just yet. And really, the best advice I can give you as a trader is to have a um very deep journal in terms of your trading. Okay, you should be journaling your performance day in and day out as a trader. You should have a specific data that you collect in your journal, and all your performances should be tracked over there. Okay, so what do I mean by a journal, which is essentially the key? Once again, I'm not going to be making this video too long. We're just simply discussing certain ideas. Okay, you need to have a journal, and not only to track your trades, but also your performance, overall performance, right? Performance, let's actually do overall performance. You want to be tracking data. You want to be keeping track of your emotional control as well. Okay, those are things that you want to be including and sort of keeping an eye on. And when I talk about overall performance, I'm mostly talking about, are you following your trading plan? And once again, guys, people in the mentorship know this, but having a trading plan is absolutely crucial to your success as a trader, okay? You want to be having that plan that is going to protect you when you're no longer thinking rationally and you are executing based on emotions, okay? Because once again, guys, I've said this countless of times already, but the algorithm that operates the market, the algorithm that prints these candles up and down, right, is designed for you to fail. It is designed for you, for them to take advantage of your emotional control. So if you're not having something that is going to protect yourself from yourself, then you're going to be suffering extremely hard, right? If you don't have clear guidelines and rules, you will fall into that emotional state and into that emotional trap that the markets is actually designed to make you fall into. And this really goes even back to the platform that you use, right? If you trade using MT4 or you trade using MT5, any of these popular platforms out there, you should understand how easy it is to put your money at risk, okay? It takes 1 second to press the buy button, to press the sell idea, right? So really it's going to be, the market is going to constantly be trying to FOMO you in into trades, right? As the candle build, you will see the candle going up, right, non-stop, maybe even expanding the range further, and all of a sudden it starts retracing. You've taken a buy over here because once again it takes you 1 second to decide and execute on that, and now you're seeing that big wave being left behind and the big bearish candle coming down. So what I'm trying to say here is that you need to have that trading plan, okay? It's going to protect yourself from yourself. So in terms of tracking data, guys, this is also crucial. Once again, we're talking about the situation where you are confused and how you should be going about that, okay? First thing, you need to track your overall performance, and that is going to be deducted with the idea of, are you following your trading plan? If you are, you're performing well. Regardless if your P&L says that you're losing or winning, if you're following your plan, you're beating 90% of traders out there. Please let that sink in for a second. If you're following your plan, you're beating 90% of traders out there who are not able to control their emotions and follow their plan precisely. And when I'm talking about following your plan, I'm talking about really sticking to your rules and not caring about trader B taking a position in a pair you know nothing about, or FOMOing into that position because you've missed your entry that was actually decided by your plan, and now you're trying to FOMO in because you still believe it is going to continue up. That's what you should be doing in terms of tracking your performance. Now, data, this is something that is very subjective and really up to the trader, okay? Whether you want to track when you're executing, what you're executing, right? Why you're executing, and all that, that is completely up to you. For me, I liked, once again, I'm not sure if I've said this before, but for me, I like to focus on when I'm executing in terms of what day of the week is that, what day in the month is that, what session am I executing on, and all those ideas, right? So you want to be keeping track of data, right? And not only about the timing, but the pair, right? Whether you're buying or selling, what time frames did you use to confirm that? And you want to be keeping track of different variables, because once again, as you build your journal and as your journal has pages and pages, you are going to be able to identify certain similarities and certain things that, one, you should be avoiding, and two, you should be doing more of, okay? And what I'm trying to say with that is that as you build your journal, you will see that maybe, hey, on Mondays, trading the Euro USD, right, during the New York session, I'm mostly losing, right? It's not working out fine. On the other hand, on the Wednesday, right, with the same pair, Euro USD, once again, this is just an example. You're free to frame that however you want to do that. But let's say on Wednesdays, Euro USD in the London session, I'm being extremely profitable and I'm doing extremely well. So maybe I want to focus on this and do a little bit more of that and decrease my approach to trading Mondays in terms of the risk that I'm going to be using, and similar variables. Okay, so what I'm trying to say once again is that you need to build a journal that is going to track your performance, that is going to provide you with unique data specially designed for you, that is going to then serve you very well when you are trying to optimize certain ideas and avoid doing of things that are not working as intended. Okay, and in terms of your emotional control, this is also a crucial aspect. You want to be tracking everything, right? You need to identify what are emotional triggers for yourself. What are things that make you overtrade, over risk, do all the stupidity that is keeping you at that confusing state. Okay, so you want to be keeping track of that. And if you find out that every time you take a trade and you lose, this is important, every time you take a trade and you lose, you cannot stop yourself from entering a new trade and trying to make that back, because you're saying to yourself, hey, the market just took my money away. Let me get it back. Let me show the market what I do, right? If you are suffering with that, you need to stop yourself and you need to work on a plan for yourself that is going to avoid that from occurring. Okay, trading is a very difficult thing, guys. Even though it can be extremely simplified in terms of how you do things, it is the hardest thing that you will ever do in your life if you're actually taking this seriously and want to make something out of yourself in this industry. So emotional control, guys. What are your emotional triggers, right? And excuse my writing over here, I'm using my mouse. It's not easy at all. So emotional triggers, right? You want to be understanding what are things that trigger you emotionally and make you fail and make you do things that you shouldn't be doing, which essentially is everything outside your plan. If you're doing anything outside your plan, that is a thing that you should not be doing, okay? So avoid that, stick to your plan, be a happy trader, be someone successful, okay? So as you guys know, I try to help you guys out as much as I can in this channel. So that's why I focus on the psychology of trading and try to help you with that. Okay, you need to understand your emotional triggers. And in terms of keeping track of certain things in your journal, I highly suggest you have a before and after picture in terms of your trade idea. And you really have to create a PDF file and write sentences and sentences in terms of your overall performance and what was the idea behind the trade, right? I executed this trade because I saw this break of structure on this time frame and then it returned into the origin and then I saw a shift. So I decided to execute a position which is part of my plan, right? Just as an example, you want to be really taking time with that. You should be journaling more than you execute, being quite frankly and honest, okay? So what I'm trying to say once again is that you need to take time with your journal and you need to write sentences and sentences, right, where you describe what was happening as you executed the position, what was your opponent throwing at you, okay? So what is the market doing? And you need to be keeping track of the different variables, right? If you open it's getting very messy over here, but I don't want to be removing any of this. But let's say you enter a position over here, right? This is a bullish candle. You have another bullish candle, and you execute a buy over here, right at this point. And as you execute the buy, price instantly drops. You need to understand that this is a probability, and maybe let's say you had your stop loss below here, and it took you out just by a bit and flew all the way up, and this was the low of the day. As that, while that is very unlikely to happen, there is a probability that that can happen, and you need to be okay with that, and you need to stop thinking that the markets are watching you and that they want you to fail and that nobody wins. Okay, so please understand these different things, ideas. You need to understand what your opponent can throw at you. What are different variables that the market can do as you open a position? Because every time you open a position, you are taking a risk. And that's what we do as traders. You are a risk taker. That's how you make your money. As long as you're following your plan and you know your plan makes money, then you're going to be good. It's about your emotional thing, right? That is keeping you in that 90% of people who fail. So please focus on these different things. Journal, please journal. It is crucial You need to have a very deep journal where you're literally keeping track of your emotional triggers, the data that you deem as necessary and relevant, and you're tracking your overall performance once again in terms of following your trading plan. So guys, I think this is everything that I wanted to say in this video, right? I'm doing this to help you guys out. I'm not trying to knock anyone out. I'm just trying to provide you with my experience and knowledge so that you can use that in your advantage, okay? Because please understand that if you follow your plan, you are a better trader than 90% of traders. Okay, understand that extremely well and precious that idea for a second. So guys, with all that being said, I know that this video will probably not get as many likes and views and stuff, but I truthfully don't care. I'm trying to give you the best information, and this is something that you need to understand and you need to work on in terms of your trading plan, in terms of your overall trading psychology and performance as an individual. So, and once again, this not only applies to trading, this applies to many disciplines, okay? Because this is how you build a framework, this is how you grow as an individual, and this is how you keep track of yourself and try to be as self-aware as you can be. Now, with all that being said, guys, I wanted to thank you everyone for watching this video. I really do hope this provided you some information and value and helped you a bit out if you're actually very confused with trading. And if you actually did, please leave a like and comment and subscribe. And I wish you all good and profitable trading, and I will see you guys very soon. Thank you for listening.